UK Scat Drat related to wood stove PM 2.5. Famous figures weigh against a polluting industry. An East End musical featuring a Yank at Oxford, and Harp, Fred and the Songbird told. A Yank at Oxford directs the audience. Find each electric bike under your seats. Hold them up vertically, please. Vertically. Clanking sound, vertically lead. Fish eye lens, photographer, ready your flash.
Hey, stand audience, likes free, no cash.
See smiles break through the stiff upper lips. Our scientists at your Oxford enjoy the trip. The US scientists are staying, but I moved on to this second theater as this musical lunges on. Won the Drats, the first drat inland in a field. When Winston Church mouse was in the breach.
We shall fight on the beaches, could refer to today.
To the Yank at Oxford on stage, yours truly,
Unruly.
in his adherence to talking about pollution. I see there are scat drat protesters on the audience today. I am in solidarity and attention you attain, and the act for talking heads and weighty solutions, when everyone just wants to have a good time in an auditorium where multiple air purifiers chime. Hit the road, Drax is immortal like these words,
which could refer to indoor residential wood smoke,
or conversationally refer to drat industrial wood smoke.
We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on ground, we shall fight in the fields, the streets, in the round hills. We shall never surrender and we shall never give up.
This speech was delivered on June 4, 1940, during a lead up to the US joining the UK at a critical time in World War II. And it encapsulated the resolve of the British people to continue fighting against the Axis powers of evil,
regardless of the odds,
which at that time seemed nil. The Yank at Oxford repeats,
we shall fight the beach fire,
when consisting of wood, and fight the air-fed field fires, which are no good, and fight on our streets and blocks when we are near neighbors of inconsiderate and block, and fight against the pollution from the drat industry wood burning
plant, which is subsidized until 2031 by the UK government.
Although now at half the previous UK government subsidy rate,
PM 2.5
emitted makes industrial a closing list relation of blockhead indoor residential wood burners. Need I go on?
Yes, address the drat wood burning.
The East End audience responds to Yank at Oxford protests that I have made the connection between indoor residential and drat wood burning industrial pollution. I have made my drat inspired point.
Let's hit the road and move on.
Act 2, the drat subsidies subside to roughly half their size.
By 2 or 3, 1.
Yes, there are protest songs against Drax, one outsize example is the song
Hit the road track,
which became a viral anthem during protests against Drax Power Station in 2024. The song Anthem. Concerns about the sustainability of Drax's biomass energy practices, and has been used in various protests to raise crowd size awareness and demand for change. Additionally, the song has been covered by various artists and has gained significant attention online to amplify the protest message. What could a Yank at Oxford possibly say that refers to wood smoke? Hit the road, Jack, incompletely invoking not the health effects of PM 2.5, but only the injection of carbon dioxide into the air and the depletion of forests, which ignores the death that bites when lungs are infiltrated with PM 2.5 from wood burning. Whether it is from industrial or indoor residential wood burning, I give you the fragments of information that are building blocks of a song resembling
Hit the road, Drats.
Don't be fooled by Drats industry propaganda. Power from biomass isn't clean or green. Sit on your US southern veranda, breathe in the wood pellet emissions, and you will keel over from. And these pellets would be for export, not for US energy production. Biomass is not sustainable environmentally and financially in action. Carbon dioxide is emitted during the logging, drying and pelletizing of wood, and again at the UK smokestack when the pellets are burning. Biomass power plants emit more greenhouse gas than coal. The Yank at Oxford interjects that wood burning emissions are in full 2.8 times the PM 2.5 plus carbon dioxide as coal. Note the inclusion by me, a Yank at Oxford, of the pollutant PM 2.5. Not emphasizing carbon dioxide, but because PM 2.5 is not a greenhouse gas.
PM 2.5 is generally ignored even by protesters, sometimes to their loss.
On an issue that affects them existentially, since
PM 2.5
is the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, setting off a cascade of early deaths from health problems such as cancer,
heart attacks,
and asthma attacks.
to pivot to the point of view of protesters.
Look, I found the lyrics to
Hit the road, Drats.
Act 3 Scat. But one is an art, and here are the improv torturous results. The love trees, extracts, protest, featured speeches, and dancing by the Scotland. Tree G's to stay alive by the Bee Gees, as well as singing led by protest. In harmony, who sang something like this. To add insult to injury, the biomass energy sector thrives because of government subsidized. In the UK, where it is based, Drats receives more than $750 a year in subsidized.
This is because biomass is labeled as renewable energy in the UK.
A Yank at Oxford improvises a ton of industrial wood pellets, a gift from the US to the UK, are dumped on the stage and the anthem is sung. Next to them is a wood stove, which is also a dummy without a center. Into the wood stove to dump pellets and no dummy to light a match. Either the crowd gasp, the Yank at Oxford makes a solemn mock bow down.
The audacity to compare a wood stove to Scat Drat.
Some laughs,
Some laughs,
some frowns. The tobacco lobby in the audience who smuggled themselves in. Next to the wood stove lobby in the audience next to them. And the Drats executive lobbyists puffing on their expensive cigars, which, like Drats wood burning emissions, are not low tar, are the loudest gaspers because the lobbyists also partake and inhale the cig and wood, smoke the most of all and wake to the idea that they may soon attend each other's wake, since they are closest to the cig and wood. Smoke away. residential wood stoves function, although with efficient venting the smoke like supreme unction is given to near neighbors of wood burners combustion. At their early death from lung cancer, heart attacks and asthma attacks, those obvious lobbyists are shown the door. When the audience reacts, we will fight the beach fires and fight wood fires on our blocks. Now we will get UK government handouts to industrial wood burning Drats ended, as well as UK government handouts for ineffective carbon capture ended. We need free stuff because Drats power raises the price of our electricity. We still need to educate that ancient forests are nice, but young trees also emit. Sustainable sources mean the government thinks young trees are better to burn than ancient ones, but both old and young trees emit the same PM 2.5. Now we will get the UK government to subsidize heat pumps. Thanks for the free bus.